Welcome to the Serious Sarcasm Podcast. My name is Jada Rozier. Everything you hear is purely my opinion and absolutely not gospel truth. If you do find yourself getting a little bit too worked up over what I say, feel free to take your opinion and, well, you know where. Now that we got that straightened out, sit back, relax, and you might want to get yourself some popcorn because it's going to be a long one. Enjoy the show, y'all.
What is going on? It's your boy Jay DeRozier. Welcome to another episode of the Serious Sarcasm Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, as I'm here today, I just want to say first and foremost, thank you guys so much for the likes, the comments, the shares, the viral 2 clips that we have right now going on Instagram and TikTok. We appreciate all the love, y'all. I do want to introduce the voice in the sky, voice of God, the podcast, Dr. Phil.
Hello. Good evening.
Phil, how you doing today, man?
Man, life is grand, man. It's a great day here. A little hot, but I'm happy.
We living, man. We still living. You know, we live in Florida. It's always going to be hot. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to kick off this episode with just 2 quick hits. First and foremost, I want to shout outs to none other than Big Meech. He's finally out of jail after 15 years locked down. If you guys don't know who Big Meech is, leader of the BMF Black Mafia family, done a lot of great things in the community out in Atlanta. He's back out of jail. He's at a halfway house at the moment. He's not completely, totally free.
You ever been to jail?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
You lying?
No, I'm dead ass. I haven't been to jail.
According to white people, every black man is a criminal. So
This is true.
anyway, go on.
You know they say 1 in 3. You know what I'm saying? But yo, shout outs to Big Meech. He's back. Well, he's not back home just yet. He's in a halfway house, but he'll be in the regular general population of the world very soon enough. Just happy he's not locked down behind bars anymore. The next thing I want to give a quick hit about and just show my condolences and my prayers to this person's family and his fans is Liam Payne. If you don't know who Liam Payne is, he did pass away a couple days ago. He did fall from a balcony at his hotel in Argentina. Liam Payne is one of the members of one of the greatest boy bands of all time in One Direction. Phil, were you a fan of One Direction?
No.
I ain't gonna lie, I used to be a fan of One Direction.
I think I'm too old.
Oh yeah, I'm in that age group. Like I know he just passed away, but he and I are I guess were the same age since he just passed away.
Ooh.
Yeah, man, it's tough. And seeing the videos of his fans crying and everybody.
Apparently, there's a video of him falling.
Yeah, supposedly there's a video of it. I do want to give a quick FTMZ because they did post a picture of his body laying on the ground, or part of his body on the ground.
No shit.
Yeah, and TMZ got their back kicked in, and they try to justify it, saying that, we're a publication, like, this is abort. No.
They showed a dead body?
Yeah, they showed a dead body.
Yo.
But,
is it still up or did they take it down?
Nah, they took it down. They took it down very quickly.
I'm going to put it up.
Public backlash. This is one thing I'll say about cyberbullying. Cyberbullying only works if it's public backlash against somebody doing something wrong. That's when it actually works. If you're just cyberbullying somebody just to do it, it never works out very well. But if in this situation, cyberbullying worked because they took the picture down very quickly. But to Liam Payne and his fans, his family, his friends, I do want to send my deepest condolences. It's always sad to see people, no matter their celebrity stature or stature in life, period, lose their lives in general, especially in this type of situation. There's a lot of reports and speculation about how he died or why he jumped from the balcony, or if he even jumped, he got pushed off, whatever the case is. I don't want to put that in the atmosphere. I just want to say to him and his family, his loved ones, just my deepest, dearest condolences from the Serious Sarcasm family. Phil, we have a pretty heavy show on the first half. You really ready to get into it?
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. First and foremost, I want to give a trigger warning. Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. The first 2 topics I'm going to be speaking about is sexual health, STIs, sexual abuse, and the R word, grape. I'm going to say grape, the fruit, because I don't want to say the actual word right now. The first topic I'm going to talk about is none other than sexual health. Phil, you know content creators, you got your TikTokers, your Instagram livers, you got your streamers, you got people like me who are podcasters, and then you have your content creators who make adult content like OnlyFans. Right?
Yeah.
There's a content creator. He goes by the name of Gucci3rd Leg. ladies, if you want to know why he's called Third Leg, you can Google it yourself. But Gucci3rd Leg has been accused, and reports have come out that he actually may have started a herpes outbreak in the OnlyFans sexual health community.
Oh hell!
Now,
You ever had herpes?
no, you can't had herpes. You either have
Oh,
it or
yeah,
you don't.
yeah.
Yeah, you know. The reason I want to speak about Gucci3rd Leg specifically, there's a list allegedly of over 75 OnlyFans models, women, and other fellow content creators with him who may have been infected from supposedly his alleged carelessness. The reason I want to speak about him directly in this specific topic is we live in a day and age where people don't give a crap about anybody else but themselves. And I think in this day and age, more than ever, we have to be on top of our own health. And on health, that's not a real word, but you know what I'm trying to
If
say.
you were British, you would say that.
If I was British,
Yeah, our own healths. Like they say math.
yeah, you would-
Like they
you
say
would-
math. So,
yeah, you would say that because they add an S on everything.
yeah.
And they make fun of us like we don't speak English properly. But you have to be on top of your own health. I think if you're, granted, they're content creators, they're doing casual sex to sell it, for whatever reasons they're selling it. But in your own personal life, I think more people need to have the honest conversations before they lay down in the bed with somebody or before they kiss somebody, before they do anything sexual with somebody. Just have the conversation of like, hey, when's the last time you've been tested? When's the last time you checked yourself for herpes, whatever the case is? When's the last time you checked yourself for anything?
Do you? So since I've been out of the game, I've been married for 13 years.
Right,
So when you're in a relationship or talking to someone,
right.
when does that conversation happen?
I think that conversation happens when you even think about having sex with them.
Well, I mean, it's automatic, right? You're talking to them, you're automatically going to assume.
It's an awkward conversation, but once the conversation is over and you guys actually find the truth in the middle ground, I think that conversation leads to a more comfortable atmosphere. If you're just going into it, just I guess like a rebel without a cause, you end up getting hurt, or in this case, burned in a sense.
So if a girl, if you ask a girl and she
Yeah.
doesn't want to answer that question, that's a red flag for you?
Yeah, I wouldn't have sex with her.
Okay.
It's that simple.
Smart man.
It's not just that. I have my own health issues in my life. You know, I talked about it on the podcast before. I beat cancer 4 years ago. I've had family members who've died from, heavy sexual. I have an older brother who passed away about 10 years ago. He was the only member of my family when they migrated from Haiti to the United States. He was the only member of my family who couldn't migrate because the United States government wouldn't let him in the country because he was positive for HIV.
Oh yeah.
He passed away 10 years ago from that disease, that infection. And since the day he passed away, and I remember I was 21, 22 at the time, I didn't take it well. When anybody didn't take it well, I didn't really care. And the reason I didn't really care because I didn't feel like I was connected to that brother enough. I only met him twice in my life. But now being older, knowing his son, my nephew is only like 4 years younger than me. And knowing how much I love my nephew, how much I love my nephew's kid, how much I love his brothers and sisters, it troubles me now that I live in a day and age and the people who are in my age group who don't care about their sexual health. And it's the reason why I put a trigger warning to start this episode. This type of content I'm speaking on right now is something that a lot of people enjoy. A lot of people make great money off of, and I'm never going to dispel a sex worker from getting their money. I don't care how you get your money as long as you're safe in it. This idiot, can you put this picture on the screen one more time? This idiot did not care about his health or other people's health. And it's gotten to the point where now you have, I saw one girl, I can't remember her name, but she's been on the internet trending for the past week, crying on the internet about being infected, about not knowing, about how she feels like she was played. And Phil, I hate to be that guy, but I've seen in other situations where this is called assault.
Bro, it's crazy because normally sex workers, they're some of the healthiest people. They get checked more than regular people.
Exactly. And I know a herpes test is completely different from a regular STI screening, but still, it still bothers me the fact that, let's be real though, herpes, you don't even have to have sex with somebody to get herpes. You could share a razor blade with somebody who's having an outbreak and get it. You could share a toothbrush with somebody who's having an outbreak and get it. You can share a spoon from ice cream with somebody who's having an outbreak and get herpes. A mother who has herpes can pass it on to their kid when they're giving birth. There's plenty of ways to get it, but it's the fact of how careless this guy was about it that really frustrates me, because then it also gives credence to like all men are bad on top of it, if you want to see the bigger picture in it. And it bothers me because now you may have ruined the lives of 75 women. On top of those 75 women, who knows the countless other people they've had sex with on top of it. So now it's like a long web of just BS, and it's an outbreak, more or less. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Let me ask you a weird question though. If a lot of these women are adult, film and stuff. If they reveal that they have been infected or that they have an STI, would that make you stop watching their stuff, or are you just gonna power through?
Like I'm gonna be watching it like, damn, she got the herpes, and just keep knocking my thing off to it.
Just keep going, like, because I can't watch porn videos of like porn actors who died.
Oh man, I would understand that. There's been regular movies I watch, and then I know that actress died, and I know she's showing her titties in the scene. I'm just like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
So do you just power through it, or what do you do?
I'd prefer not to deal with that. The reason why a lot of people watch porn let's be real. The reason why a lot of people watch porn, right, is because it's kind of like watching a regular movie in a movie theater. It takes your mind away from what you're going on in life or your own relationship issues in life, and it takes you to a place where you can imagine, like, oh yeah, I'm the pool guy. Oh yeah, I'm the plumber, or whatever the case is.
You actually watched for the story?
I like the story, man. Sometimes.
You ever seen anybody stuck in a dryer?
Oh, Jesus Christ. The stepsister stuck in the dryer. That's another thing, too. This is a sidebar, but can we please stop? Can we please stop in porn? Stop the whole stepmom, stepsister, stepdad. That shit is creepy as hell to me, bro.
Clicks, man.
Like, why do people have so many mommy and daddy problems, bro? And you're right. COE, content over everything. I get it. It is what it is. But before I go to the next topic, I do just want to send my deepest condolences to those alleged victims of this idiot, and share my deepest condolences to them. And I hope you guys find some type of peace in the rest of your life. If you were somebody who was infected, or you're somebody who was at risk to being infected from this guy, like, hopefully this makes you move smarter and move better. Now that you know better, you'll do better, To my next topic, once again, another trigger warning. I'm going to talk about, none other than UK YouTuber, podcaster, music artist, and DJ, Young Philly. If you guys don't know who Young Philly is, like I said, he's a real popular YouTuber. I'm actually a big fan of his. Now, by the time I'm done speaking about this next topic, I may not be a fan of his anymore. But I do want to speak about Young Philly. If you guys don't know why I'm speaking about Young Philly, it's because Young Philly was arrested in Australia towards the end of last month, which was September, for alleged 4 counts of grape. The counts specifically were forcible intercourse, I believe.
Oh.
It was basically holding somebody down at forcing yourself inside of them.
Oh my God.
And also it was for choking or strangling somebody or whatever.
Oh my God.
This is heavy for me. The reason why it's heavy for me, just like the last topic, this hits near and dear for me personally. And I'm gonna speak about something that I've always shied away about speaking about, whether it be in my personal life. Unless you're a close friend of mine or a close family member of mine, you probably don't know this story. But I had an ex-girlfriend once who got caught stealing, like grand larceny. Like, she was stealing a lot of money, Phil. I'm gonna be real with you.
Damn.
And she was stealing money from her family. The reason I'm speaking about this now is because I'm at a point in my life where I'm fully healed from that situation, and I can trust people enough to speak about this, and I'm confident in myself to speak about this. And this Young Philly issue is the reason I'm speaking about this. This young woman was committing these crimes before she met me. She committed these crimes while she was with me. And when I found out how toxic of a person she was and I stepped away from her and her toxicity, she started doing it even more after we broke up. And we stopped talking, we cut all ties. And I got a phone call about maybe 8 months after her and I broke up, and it was from a detective. Didn't answer the phone because I didn't know the number. And the detective basically let me know that, they want me to come to the police station, this, that, and the third. I didn't go. I ended up calling the detective back with my lawyer on the phone as well. Had a 3-way call. And we had a conversation about The detective told me that this young lady, in order to avoid jail time, tried to implicate me in the crime by saying that I was SAing her and graping her in order to commit these crimes.
What the fuck?
And the reason why I never went to jail, never had a trial, never had anything or even charges filed on me is because when they, luckily for that detective, I forgot his name to this day, but when they went and did their own, they detect shit. Come to find out, she was committing this crime before she met me and even after she met me or after we cut ties. The detective was like, so if he was forcing you to do this, why were you doing it before you met him? And on top of it, why were you doing it less frequently when you guys were together? Is because I am a type of guy where I'm a provider. So I was providing, I had the money. So she didn't feel the need to be stealing all this money and scamming and all this other stuff,
Jay,
What's up?
Was she a white girl?
She was a Puerto Rican girl. She could pass for a white girl though, because she was one of those
That explains it.
Hold on, wait. She was one of those Puerto Rican girls that like she wore.
She cut you too.
No, she was one of those Puerto Rican girls that like was kind of whitewashed. So like,
Oh yeah.
she was a big Florida Gator fan, and I never forget one Saturday she came over to the house. She wanted to watch a Florida Gator game in my house, and she was wearing a Florida Gators jersey. Walked in my house with cowboy boots on, and I was like, red flag, red flag.
You lying? You immediately got bricked up.
No, it was red flag. It was red flag. That was towards the end of our relationship too. I remember that. That situation like it was yesterday.
Okay.
But the reason I bring this up is because I know there's situations where sometimes alleged victims aren't victims. They're just trying to lie to get a payday, or they're trying to lie to get out of something they may be in trouble of. In this young Philly situation, there's a lot of allegations of saying that this young woman has yet to be named, by the way, Phil. Like, there's no identity on the young woman who allegedly young Philly did these crimes to. And people are saying that it was a cash grab. Oh, it's this, that, and the third. I think we live in a space where people don't even give the victim a chance to explain their side of the story,
Mm-hmm.
It's automatically, if it's somebody they like, it's automatically, oh, they should have known better before they went to a hotel room with Philly at 2:00 in the morning. Oh, that young girl should have known better before she went to the hotel room with R. Kelly. Oh, that person should have known better before they went to a party with Diddy. I'm sick of the apologies for the people who commit these crimes. And it frustrates me because when are we going to become a society where we protect women or protect kids or protect men or just victims in general? So these type of situations don't happen again, because these type of situations keep happening because of the rhetoric that's spilled when news like this comes out. News like this comes out and the next person who's actually a victim doesn't want to come forward and say that they were hurt or abused on any level.
So what's the solution here? What should they do?
I genuinely don't know, man. I genuinely don't know. Like, in my situation, the solution was the detective wasn't stupid. Like, he saw the BS between the lines, and young lady, within the first 10 minutes of her lying on my name, she admitted like, yo, I just don't know what to do, and I just want to make sure I don't get in trouble. And when the detective called me and my lawyer, and we had the conversation about it, the detective was like, he wanted me to testify at her trial. But come to find out, the victim of her crime didn't want to press charges on her. So it like, my life could have been ruined over somebody doing something stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, so I'm not playing devil's advocate here, but women like that though give women who actually have reasons or who it actually happened to a bad name, because when they do stuff like that and it's fake, people aren't going to believe them.
Yeah,
the real ones.
It's true, and that's literally what I'm seeing in this young Philly situation. Like, he got accused and the charges were filed. I kid you not, within 24 hours, Phil. 24 hours. He was dropped from his brand deal with ASOS. There's a popular YouTube channel in the UK. You know, I don't know if you know KSI and all of them, the Sidemen. One of their most popular videos that has 43 million views, they automatically privatized the video. Like, they held the video back off of YouTube's algorithm. He had a deal with Heinz, the ketchup, mustard company. They pulled that deal right away, and they just announced the deal less than a week before the accusation came out. He had his own athleisure clothing line that came out. Within a month of it coming out, they pulled everything off the shelves. Like,
he's never going to get that back either, even if he's acquitted.
Even if he's acquitted, even if he's found out guilty, he's never going to get none of that back.
Nope. That's character assassination.
And I'm going to be real with you. If all of these things about him that was alleged is true, and especially because the authorities in Australia are saying literally verbatim that they have CCTV footage and they also have photos that corroborate what the victim said. If all of this is true, put his ass under the jail. There's no excuse for this crap no more in our society. It's 2024 and people are still getting hurt like this. And I know some men, and a lot of men and women, people out there are gonna say, oh, well, she should have known better if she would have came up to a famous YouTuber, rich man's a hotel room at 2 a.m. or 1 a.m., whatever time they went to his hotel room after the club. She should have known what the vibes were, the deal was. That is stupid to say that out loud. That is stupid to think that. And you guys are a part of the problem. So to young Philly, if you really did this, man, you deserve to be under the jail. If you didn't do this, hopefully you get your day in court and justice is served either or. I just hope justice is served either or in this situation. And to the alleged victim, I hope you can find some peace in your life after this situation is all wrapped up, because you're going to live with this, I guess, in the back of your mind for the rest of your life. But if this really happened and you're a victim or alleged victim, I'm trying to toe the line in this situation, I guess. You know what I'm saying? If you hear it in my voice. Yeah. But I just hope justice is served, case closed, honestly. Whether Philly did it or not, I hope justice is served, case closed.
My long lost brother, we share the same last name. He back home in Virginia, this happened to him in high school.
Really?
And a girl accused him because she was like jealous. He went to jail for 3 years.
Wow.
And turned out she lied about everything. Now I want to ask you this. Mm-hmm. If something like that happens, what do you think should happen to the person who lied?
I think the person who lied should go to jail for
the original sentence?
Yeah. I think that's the easiest way to combat this.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. But anyways, y'all, let's go on. Now that the trigger warning's over, actually, we kind of have another trigger warning at the end of the show. But now that the trigger warning's over, let's talk about kicking some people's back in.
Let's go.
Phil, do you watch women's sports?
Can I lie?
I'll take that as a no.
I do not. I do watch the UFC though, the women fights.
Oh, okay. So you do watch women's sports, but you like combat sports. Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
Can we roll this clip that I found that I want to react to real quick?
All right. Just tell me when to stop it because it's kind of long.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, here we go.
See, I had a lot of respect for Angel Reese until I realized something. Let me explain. See, at first I believed the hype like, yo, we gotta protect the black sis because they trying to compare her to Caitlin Clark and scrutinize her name. And then I realized Angel Reese is just the female version of the rapper who get a big ass record deal but can't stop going to the hood because he want everybody to make sure that they know he's still one of them until it's too late. Or the dude who grew up in the suburbs but want to tell everybody he's from the hood because he got a few homies.
All right, stop the video. I'm done.
Bro. What?
This video is a microcosm of all the stuff I've been talking about since the beginning of this show, the beginning of this podcast journey that I'm on. I've come to realize now that I get older, men don't like women. Let's just call it a spade a spade. Men just don't like women. Because how can you say that about Angel Reese, right? And we sit here and we talk about... I literally just saw an WNBA player, Sabrina. She plays for the New York Liberty. I can't say her last name. That's why I never pronounce her last name, but Sabrina I. And she made the nicest step back three-pointer to win the game to put her team up one game away from winning the WNBA Finals. At the time of this recording, they're actually playing a WNBA Finals game. So if the New York Liberty do win, congratulations to the New York Liberty, side note. But she made a step back game winner to win their last game. And all I saw on the social media was, man, Caitlin Clark could do that better. Man, Steph Curry could do that better. Man, this person can do that better. You just don't like women. Y'all just don't like women. I've seen in the past year alone, Phil, let's talk about some real shit right now. Okay. In the past year alone, I've seen Sydney McLaughlin at the Olympics break her own record that she set a year prior. I seen it. I saw Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese come into the WNBA and set the whole league on fire. I saw Asia Wilson dominate the WNBA with numbers that Anthony Davis averages. I saw in the past year, Sha'Carri Richardson. In the past 3 years, let's talk about Sha'Carri Richardson for a second. Sha'Carri Richardson came from nowhere and became the darling that everybody in Black America loves. And she got vilified by white America, and then turned around her whole life, her whole situation, her whole image. And there's still, I'm not gonna say black men, but it's still men in general who hate on her. There's still men in general who hate on Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Asia Wilson, Sabrina I see men hate on South Carolina and UConn's women's basketball, who've been like the two most dominant basketball colleges in the past couple of like 10 years. More dominant in women's basketball than any program in men's basketball, period. I see every year, and I'm a big fan of baseball. I'm a big fan of softball as well. Florida Gators, Oklahoma, LSU, Duke, like these softball teams are dominant year by year by year by year. And every time I go on Twitter, you see these dudes who probably never started on their high school JV team talk shit about these women who are doing amazing things in the athletic realm. And it makes me realize y'all don't like women. And it's okay that you don't like women. I get it. You know, I get it. You don't like women. It's cool. But let's be real. You dudes that's on social media talking spicy about these women, I guarantee you couldn't play defense on Angel Reese. Y'all talking about she only catches rebounds and do putbacks. I guarantee you if I put you on the perimeter guarding Caitlin Clark, you couldn't guard her. I guarantee you if I tell you to run a 40-meter dash with Sydney McLaughlin, you couldn't do it. I guarantee you if I tell you to outrun Sha'Carri Richardson right now on a 200-meter, you couldn't do it. But you're not happy in your own skin, so you shit on the women because you feel like they're inferior to you. You don't like women. It's okay. We get it. I understand it. Come out of the closet. And if you're gay, it's cool if you want to be gay. But just don't hate on the women because you're not comfortable in your own skin, dog. It's all right. We get it. We're here for you. Right, Phil? We're here for you.
Oh, man.
We here for you.
I don't know. I'm not here for them.
Hopefully we could find a 1-800 number for you. We could put it at the end of the description of this episode. But we're here for you, man. It's all right. But guess what? Angel Reese is still going to be the hot girl that she is on and off the court. Caitlin Clark is still going to be a baller. Asia Wilson is still going to be a baller. Sydney McLaughlin, the next Olympics, she's still going to break her own records. Sha'Carri Richardson is still going to be one of the fastest women who ever touched this earth. It's annoying. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Because there's multiple women every day, especially now with the way, you know, obviously, you know how human evolution goes. Like this era of athlete, when it comes to LeBron, even when Candace Parker, like Steph Curry, Kobe Bryant, like this era of athlete is better than the era of athlete before us.
Well, that's how evolution works.
That's how evolution works. So the fact that we're not seeing or realizing in real time that we're seeing a golden era of just women's sports, or just sports in general, I should say. Sports in general, it troubles me because it's like, why are we doing this? Why are we shitting on them? But anyways, well, not we, because I'm not a part of it. But but why are we shitting on it? It's weird.
I see a lot of black dudes doing it too. Like I'll admit, there's a lot of bum ass niggas.
Well, the reason why, I'm gonna be real with you, the reason why it's bum ass niggas doing it, I'm gonna be real with you, and I'm gonna catch hate because I'm gonna make this a clip on YouTube, and I'm gonna catch hate in the comments, and I do not care. The reason why it's a lot of bum ass niggas doing it, and I'm gonna be real with you, Phil, is because they have mommy issues. They were raised by a single mother who probably told them what to do and how to do it, and they got sick of hearing it. And they had aunties and cousins who told them to do the same thing, or big sisters told them to do the same thing, and they got sick of hearing it, so they couldn't go out and snap on their aunties and sisters and moms. So guess what they doing? They going on Twitter, yo, Angel Reese ain't shit, Caitlin Clark ain't shit, Sha'Carri Richardson ain't really that fast, blah, 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 blah. See what I'm saying?
These are the guys who watch Fresh and Fit. Facts.
Fuck Fresh and Fit, by the way. Yeah. I saw you send your goons in my comments. Fuck Fresh and Fit. Anyways, some more exciting news, y'all. Let's talk about none other than one of the greatest rappers of all time, Mr. 50 Cent. So, 50 Cent just announced that he actually is doing a Las Vegas residency, y'all. Phil, how do you feel about Las Vegas residencies, by the way?
I mean, we had Celine Dion, Usher, Britney Spears. Those are all legends, man. I mean, 50 Cent has been in the rap game for literally ever. What more does he have to accomplish other than making more money and making the white people happy? Well,
the thing that always got me about 50 always finds a way to make money.
Hell yeah.
Whether it's the TV shows, whether it's, he just opened that movie TV studio over in Shreveport, Louisiana. 50's never broke. 50's never going to be broke. I'm sorry. 50 is never going to be broke. And I think this Las Vegas residency is a dope thing, especially for a hip-hop artist to do this, because it's something you don't really see. Usher, I know Usher comes from hip-hop, but he is an R&B artist at the end of the day. Mariah Carey comes from hip hop as well, but she is an R&B pop artist at the end of the day as well. And you see a lot of these artists, because I remember growing up, the Las Vegas residency thing was more so for artists who are has-beens, exactly. But in the past decade, you see Mariah Carey, you see Celine Dion, Adele, Bruno Mars, Usher. Bruno Mars is at the height of his career right now doing a Las Vegas residency. Granted, he owed them people $50 million, so pay that money. But you know what MGM Grand is saying to Bruno, what's that mean? Tell him to bring me my money. But it's dope to see 50 Cent do that, because 50 Cent is getting to a point in his career where he's a legacy act now. Yeah. So to see a hip hop artist get to that point in his career where he can do a Las Vegas residency, 50 Cent, man, I want to show you nothing but love on that, man. Real talk. Speaking of hip hop, before I get to the bro, what you on? Phil, remember that conversation we was having about Post Malone and Beyonce not being nominated for a country music award?
Yeah.
Did you hear? You know who Tommy Richmond is, right?
He's the I ain't never said a thing.
Yep. $1 Million Baby Boy. You know he tweeted like last week that he's not a hip hop artist, right?
Oh.
And he caught a lot of flack from the hip hop community and from the black community as well, right?
Is he your brother?
No, he's white as hell.
White guy. Oh, okay.
Whole milk. But you know what he did?
What?
2 days ago?
What's that?
He submitted $1 Million Baby for a Grammy, right?
Okay.
But he submitted it for Best Hip Hop Song of the Year. After he just said he's not a hip hop artist. Yeah. And this ties into a conversation we had with Beyonce and we had about Post Malone as well. You guys want to eat from our culture, take and pillage from our culture, but you won't be a part of our culture. And you want to hop in and out when it feels suitable for you. Tommy Richmond, if I was Charlemagne, I would give you Donkey of the Day. But that's neither here or there. I just wanted to point that out real quick, quick little side note. And then we can get on to the bro, what you on. So let's go ahead and play that clip.
I'm like, bro, what you on?
For this week's bro, what you on moment, we're going to talk about none other than Mr. Safaree. I forgot Safaree's nickname. Safaree Samuel and Erica Mena. If you guys don't know them, Erica Mena was very famous wasn't Bad Girls Club.
Love and Hip Hop.
Damn, Love and Hip Hop. Love and Hip Hop has given us a lot of celebrities, you know?
Cardi B, right?
Cardi B. Joe Budden was famous before Love and Hip Hop,
well,
but you know.
I mean, famous? Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Bump it up.
Don't do that, because then I'm gonna start getting like subliminals from Joe Budden on the next episode of this pod, or like Queens Flip or some shit.
I mean, I know Queens. That's what I'm saying. I could talk shit to him.
But so Joe Budden, Cardi B. Who was Joe Budden's ex? Shorty with the crazy undercarriage, Tahari. Crazy undercarriage is crazy. I can't believe I just said that out loud.
That's a cool rap name though.
Crazy undercarriage?
Yeah.
No, I'm not using that as a rap name.
Oh, come on.
That sounds like a WWE name or some shit.
Well, that would work too.
But welcome to the ring, crazy undercarriage. But the reason I'm talking about Safaree and Erica Mena, if you guys don't know who Safaree is, by the way, Safaree is Nicki Minaj's ex. That's really his claim to fame. He's Nicki Minaj's ex. Safaree and Erica Mena have been going back and forth on social media. They are exes, formerly married. They're divorced, a divorced couple, and they're co-parenting. Safaree released two videos of Erica Mena abusing him in front of the children, and he's using this as a reason why she's an unfit mother. Now, before we show you this video, and for my audio listeners, if you want to see this clip, go ahead and Google it. I want to give another trigger warning. Phil, you can go ahead and play the video. So for my audio listeners, Safaree is on the phone with the cops at this moment. He's trying to leave the home, but Erica Mena is stopping him. This next clip is Erica Mena trying to break into Safaree's house. And she's just erratic. But we knew that from when she was on Love and Hip Hop.
Put myself first because
Safaree, I don't need your explanation. We can cut the video now. But
really?
But the reason why I wanted to show this is I think let me close my laptop because I want to get real for a second.
Serious time.
I think we as people have gotten to a point where we deal so much with the bullshit in our relationships that we're willing to tolerate all of it. And this is a prime example of something we talked about a couple weeks ago. Remember with Cardi B and Offset. Mm-hmm. I don't see the reason why you should stay in a relationship, whether it's emotionally abusive, sexually abusive, or physically abusive. I get some people, especially I've seen some people who stay in relationships because of the financial situation. They stay in the same home because, you know, they can't live on their own. So they thug it out in a relationship, hoping it gets better. And these two fools cases, and the reason why I'm calling them both fools, my man Safaree, you feel like Erica's an unfit mother because she's a physically abusive and emotionally abusive to you while you guys were together. Granted, that's completely fair. But at the same time, as a father, you're not willing to take full custody of your own kids. As somebody who was a father of an autistic child, I refuse to, if something ever happens to his mother, God forbid, I hope nothing ever happens to his mother because she's a great mother. I refuse for someone to tell me or give me the option to keep my son full-time, and I say no. I'm sorry, my guy. You can't have it both ways to say she's an unfit mother, but now I don't want the kids full-time.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you knew what type of woman she was before you got with her, before you shot her club up. You knew she was erratic. You knew she wasn't mature enough. You knew she liked to use her hands a lot. You knew she likes to hit men. Like, we all saw this on TV. Did we not, Phil?
We did. Yeah.
Now, I'm not apologizing for her actions because please believe me, she ain't shit either. But the reason why y'all both were getting a bro what you want is y'all both want it both ways. Y'all both trying to paint the other person as an evil person. Let's just call a spade a spade. Y'all both ain't shit. Y'all both ain't never gonna be shit probably either too. Now, I know a lot of people on social media and everything is gonna see this clip and be like, oh well, no one cares about what you gotta say, Jay, because we're fans of Erica. We've seen her whole life. We're fans of Safaree. We've seen his whole life, blah, blah, blah. I think the Diddy situation proved no matter how famous somebody is, they're still liable to be a ain't shit person.
Take that.
So with that being said, man, y'all both get a bro what you want.
I'm like, bro, what you on?
Now, to end this episode, man, I do want to end this episode on a lighter note. Like I started this episode, I just want to say thank you so much, guys, for the likes, the comments, the subscriptions, the posts. We just hit 100 subscribers on YouTube. We just hit 400 followers on the Instagram page.
Hey.
So we making moves, Phil. We making moves out here. You know what I'm saying? We getting it shaking. And like I always say to you guys, man, if you guys keep up with the community, we also have another show launching soon. I'm going to keep that on the low real quick. I'm going to tell y'all what it is on a later date.
This one's a doozy.
This one's going to be a doozy. You know what I'm saying? But we got guests stopping in every other week or every week, whatever the case is, whenever you listen to the pod. We'll have guests more often, kind of like how Trey was here last week, and you guys loved the Trey episode, so thank you guys so much. Thank you for Trey as well for stopping by. And with that being said, y'all, I hope you guys stay safe out there. For those who are victims of sexual abuse and domestic violence, I do want to send my deepest condolences. Please Google, find those outlets to find a safe haven and find help to get yourselves out of those situations. For those who are suffering from sexual issues or sexual health issues, please find those outlets to make yourself feel more comfortable and get yourself back to health. And to the ladies and the gentlemen and to the ladies and gentlemen and whatever you may identify as in this world, please never feel afraid to have those conversations about sexual health with your sexual partner or your potential sexual partners. So with that being said, on behalf of myself, Phil, and the Serious Sarcasm Podcast family, you guys have a great one, and thank you.